Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for today's Northern Ag TV. Well, today we're here in Billings, Montana at the first ever Montana Stockgrowers Association Ag Labor Summit. Joined here by the president of the Montana Stockgrowers, Lesley Robinson. And Lesley, you know, when we talk about issues coming into 2026, into the new year, across the entire ag industry, labor is at the top of everybody's list. And that's the reason that the Montana Stockgrowers has put together this conference for producers in the area. Talk to us about the process of putting this together and what's the goal behind it.
Sure. Our producer profitability initiative started a couple years ago, and when we went around the state of Montana, we heard from producers from all over that labor definitely was a top issue. And so this is step one of our 5-tier different things. And I guess I should back up a little bit. What we're trying to do is work with other agriculture groups too and see where we can agree on things and what we can work on together. So this is, we are partnering with a bunch of different agriculture groups here and trying to find some solutions or some actionable items to help with the labor issue.
Absolutely, yeah, just like you mentioned, a lot of agriculture groups here, the Montana Grain Growers, of course, Montana Farm Bureau, Montana Wool Growers here too, and they all talked about kind of, this is a two-sided story. You have interior, inside the state of Montana, domestic labor, of course, then we can look at international policy, and there has to be some changes and reform there, but what are the big issues in labor that people are seeing, not only just getting people to come to work, but the challenge of keeping them on the operation for more than 2 weeks or even 2 months?
I think that nationwide, a lot of industries are having that same challenge and how to figure that out. But there definitely, today we're talking about domestic labor, just trying to find people that haven't grew up maybe in agriculture. How do you get them into agriculture? How do you get them to understand it, to enjoy it and want to stay on? And then tomorrow we're talking about the, like you said, of the foreign labor and what the challenges are on those. And I'm hoping by the end of it we'll kind of weed out what our focus needs to be and what we need to work on more to find some solutions, I guess.
Absolutely. And last time we talked, Lesley, was at the Stockgrowers Annual Convention back in 2025. And now that we're here in the new year, we have seen a few wins, especially this week as we heard the announcement from the Department of the Interior alongside the Bureau of Land Management about rescinding the decision on the bison grazing permits with the American Prairie. Of course, Montana Stockgrowers has worked for many years in getting that 2022 proposal from the Biden administration rescinded. I'm curious on your thoughts of hearing that news and what's next from the Stockgrowers' perspective.
We are very excited about the announcement that was made. If you read the decision, it's everything that we've been saying for the last 20 years of the Taylor Grazing Act, how that does not fit into the Taylor Grazing Act, which is the law that was passed in 1934 that they follow for grazing on federal lands. So next steps, I'm sure it'll probably be appealed. We will just follow the process through and we, like I said, it's been going on for many years and we'll just keep following it through. And this is very positive for us, this decision.
Definitely a step in the right direction. And of course, we wanted to highlight it while we're here, but of course, this convention is talking about labor issues in the state of Montana and in the ag industry as a whole. We'll have more to come from the Ag Labor Summit with the Montana Stockgrowers. Again, we're here with President Lesley Robinson. That's going to do it for today's Northern Ag TV. I'm Colton Young.